Good morning, everyone. I should have done this yesterday because somebody's having a very rough morning this morning. But I wanted to talk about the Free the Babies campaign part 2, where we're teaming with a bunch of other therapy practices or accounts, to really share some how-tos for you parents out there. You know, I'm sure you guys are all tired of hearing us say, like, don't use equipment, don't use equipment. And we're realistic, like, we're mamas or dads, but I think it's all women right now. And real life happens, and you need to figure out solutions so containers are okay in moderation. And we talked about that in the previous one. But what we want to do is give you some like practical real life solutions that are alternatives to always going to the quote unquote container. So we are here to talk about the Boppy. Now, I registered for this even though I already had a My Breast Friend because I planned on using it for motor skills. We ended up using this more than the other one for all things. But because he's a little bit big for this now, he's not going to be a great demonstration. But I went through this morning and pulled out all my old videos of him starting back when he was like 1 month old. And oh man, talk about trip down memory lane. But I'm going to share those also. But here's why we love the Boppy. It's a pillow for tummy time. It can help elevate them. So what we have talked about, elevation makes it a little bit easier because you're taking some of the effects of gravity away. Oh, do you want to check it out? Hi. You're going to help? It also, you can put it on the couch. You'll see in one of my coming up videos that I have it on the couch with him. So it's easier for me to make eye contact because the more you can engage them, the easier it is for them and the more fun it is. I mean, who just wants to be left on the floor? Plus, flat on the floor makes it harder to work against gravity, where you elevate them a little bit and it makes it easier to pop up. Also, as they get stronger, you can prop their arms on here. You can move them forward so they have their arms over the front. That also all begins to help with weight bearing and pushing up, which is going to be key for rolling, crawling, all the things. I also have a whole video on using it for reaching, which I will link here, but I've also included more later on. So sorry, not just reaching, but like laying in. So being on their back with their head up here like this. Ready? You want to show? You want to show? So like this. He's a little big. Are you too big? Are you too big? I know, it's a tough morning. But it helps. It brings their shoulders forward a little bit to help with reaching. It also elevates. Sorry for the interruptions. It also elevates them a little bit, which can help some with reflux. It's not just the same as having them flat on their back. So while it doesn't replace tummy time, it can change the pressure on the back of their head. Boom, ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. And it's also great for working on, like I said, brings those shoulders forward, so it helps with midline, helps with reaching. I apologize. This is just my real life. Do you want this? No. Do you want your dimple? Dimple? And then you can use it for sitting. So start really early. You'll see a video coming up where he's like so little, like that 4-month stage when you first start prop sitting. And what it does is, instead of them folding all the way forward like this, it provides a little, it provides a little surface so they can come down and they don't have to work from all the way down here. So again, it's taking some of the work of gravity out so they can start to learn to grade their motion, to try to find where that middle is. Because what happens is they come down way, way low and they try to get enough force and they shoot up and then they go too far. So it just lets them start to learn that. And then as they get better at sitting, you flip it around so it goes behind them. And now they can kind of be a little weeble wobble in the Boppy, and it just gives them that little extra balance support, plus provides some cushioning if they topple backwards. So I'm going to share some videos of when he was younger. You'll probably hear me repeat some of this stuff, but let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for listening, and sorry for the rough day we're having.